Guys, there are some big changes coming to ladder in a few days. A few hours ago on News Royale, there was a post that there's changes coming to Path of Legends. So today, I'm going to discuss what those changes are, how it's going to affect ladder, and also what some other people's opinion is on the upcoming changes. Here's the post. Changes coming to Path of Legends. New ranked mode level caps. Elite levels are coming to Path of Legends on December 4th, so that's just in a few days. When we launched Elite levels back in June, we announced that cards would be capped at level 14 until a later date. That date is now here. So they're also going to be bringing more Elite wildcard rewards. Alongside new level caps, we are increasing the amount of Elite wildcards that players can earn while progressing through the Path of Legends each season. The new level caps and rewards for the Path of Legends are listed below. So for League 1, the level cap is 11 and it's 0 Elite Wildcards. League 2, level cap is 12 and then you get 2,500 Elite Wildcards. For League 3, it's also level 12, you're getting 2,500. And then for League 4, it gets increased to 13, the level cap. You're getting 7,500 Elite Wildcards. League 5, level cap is 13, 15,000 Elite Wildcards. And then League 6, it's level 14 it gets increased to, and then you're getting 25,000. League 7 is also level 14, 25,000. And then the rest from League 8 to League 10, the level cap is level 15. You're getting 35,000 Elite Wildcards when you're on League 8 and 9. And then League 10 Ultimate Champion, you're getting 50,000 Elite Wildcards, which does give you one full card upgrade. And the Elite Wildcard totals are based on what league you finish at each season, with the maximum amount being 50,000 per season. So if you reach the league in the first column, you will have collected a total number of Elite Wildcards in the corresponding row. Now, I'm not going to read all of these, but these show you the old or what's currently in the game and it's about to change. You can see from League 1 to 4, you're not getting any Elite Wildcards, and then, as you guys know, the highest level is 14, and that's what's getting increased to level 15. So they say now these changes make Path of Legends the single best source for elite level progression as long as you have the skills. And then they've also adjusted the level caps for other leagues to create a more streamlined progression towards leagues that contain elite levels, so there isn't such an instant increase to card levels in your battles. These changes will be live in the Path of Legends as soon as the next season starts on December 4th. Now let's get some other people's opinion on the level 15 getting implemented in the game and the ladder changes in general. So XOP Sam, who's a pro, said level 15 is coming December 4th. This is really bad news. Most people will only be able to play one deck. Me, myself, I only have 12 cards level 15 right now. It's way too hard to get elite wild cards. If they decide to nerf your deck or buff other cards you don't have max, you're screwed. And I completely agree with this. Yeah, it was nice of Supercell to wait 6 months so majority of people could get one deck to level 15 for free. I feel like the problem is it doesn't really matter because likely some of those cards in your deck are almost guaranteed to be nerfed in the balance changes because we have balance changes every couple months. So you're kind of right back to square one if one of the cards in your deck gets completely killed by a balance change, for example. B-Rad made a tweet too talking about it, saying first evolutions, now level 15, soon tower troops. And actually, I want to talk more about tower troops in a second because that's a big thing coming. But he's saying every aspect of the game is pay to win. So we already know the game has been very pay to win pretty much, well, the last year. There's been so many pay to win things. I mean, of course, evolutions and just stuff in general, but now that level 15 is actually in the game, this might be the most pay to win we've ever seen the game become. And I want to briefly talk a bit about tower troops because we know that those are coming in the game next year, and if you guys didn't see that, let me show you. So I believe I briefly talked about this a little bit a couple videos ago, but I think it is definitely worth bringing up again because it's such a big change coming to the game. So we've been making big changes to Clash Royale gameplay, and we're continuing to do this in 2024, so they're committed to delivering more new gameplay on a higher frequency than ever before. That sounds very promising. I hope that that stays true. So there's a small app update in December to set us up for a bigger season in January. So in December, there'll be more information about it. But this tower troop thing that B-Red was talking about, I really want to talk about this for a second, even though it doesn't have to do with ladder level 15 coming to the game. I truly believe this is really a do or die moment for Clash Royale. I feel like tower troops could be a very massive addition to the game, kind of like champions were bringing hype back to the game, and it really needs to be done correctly, I feel like. I think it's something that many people do want to see, especially casuals. I know that Clash with Ash and also Molt in the past have been advocates of tower troops, wanting to see them in the game. But the question is, how are they going to be implemented? Are they going to be done like level 15 or evolutions where it's super pay to win? And it's the type of thing where there's some tower troops that are just incredibly broken and then some that are weaker. For example, I don't know, maybe the princess in the princess tower, that's going to be one of them. And maybe she's going to be really OP or really weak compared to the others. And then it's just going to be another thing that they need to balance. So that's why I believe it needs to be done correctly. Obviously, it's going to add NRG to the game because it's going to be different troops, and there's no way they're all going to be the same. Obviously, that's the goal to make them balanced, but there's no way they're not going to be. I just hope, though, they're obtainable for everyone in free-to-play players, so if some are OP, people aren't blocked from getting them, because that's just going to make the game even more pay to win. And then obviously there's going to be new cards, they say, and more card evolution. So I do hope there are way more cards next year, because literally this year we only got one new card. I'm pretty sure literally the only card we got was, I can't even remember what was the last card Little Prince. That was it the whole year. Anyway, I kind of talked a lot about that, but I really hope that 2024 ends up being a good year for the game, because if it's not, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about the game in terms of how much longer it's going to survive. And I actually wanted to share with you guys an idea I had that could be very good for the game, and you guys can let me know what you think about it. So I made a tweet saying, what are your guys' thoughts on a Retro Royale ladder season? If we look at how successful bringing back OG Fortnite was for Fortnite, I expect we could see something similar happen for Clash Royale if it is done and marketed correctly. So it would be one season of the OG cards being able to be played from 2017 and earlier on ladder, and each league could be one of the OG arenas, with the final one, which is Ultimate Champion, being in Hog Mountain, and then Supercell could of course still make money from it by putting OG emotes in the shop with their original sound, and I guarantee there's a lot of people that would want to buy those, and I think it would bring a lot of hype to the game. We'd see a lot of returning players, and the Mega Draft season, when they tested that out, that really sucked because it was very pay to win, and I felt like it was confusing to people. But I think a Retro Royale season could be a lot of fun and could be exactly what the game needs, because a lot of people are getting tired of the new stuff, like some of the evolutions, so it could be a nice break from all that. And as you can see, the tweet received a lot of support. So a lot of people were tagging the community managers, some people saying W idea. I think it's a cool idea. Most people think it's pretty cool. But I'm curious, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it should be something they test out in the game? Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Actually, 75% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to be cautiously optimistic about the stuff upcoming in the game, especially the tower troops. I think it has a lot of potential if it's done correctly. But that's why I say cautiously optimistic, because with all the things that have happened recently, we just don't know how it's going to go.